Hey guys, Dan Jeffs here from Team Fit Syndicate with your fit technique video for this week. Today we're going to be going through the squat. There is not a fitness routine that doesn't use a squat. You need a strong foundation. If you're in body pump, you're in bodybuilding, crossfitting, any sort of fitness, you need to start with your legs. Big points. Starting with nice neutral hips, core activated, and feet just outside your hips. I need 2 to 5 degrees turning out for toes. From there, up nice and tall, we're going to press back and through the hips, aiming down onto your heels with your knees coming out and over your toes. From there, I need a tight backside, squeezing up and through, quads active out the front. Alright? Big muscles we're chasing, quads of course, but backside is really, really important. What we tend to find, and especially with a lot of my female clients, is we'll get halfway down and we'll lose that knee position. Alright? With this guy, we're not going to be able to activate those glutes, not going to be able to develop through that posterior chain, and you're putting yourself at a real exposure to knee injury and trouble down the road. To progress it, grabbing a stick and popping your client into this position, so the back squat position, is the first go-to. From there, same thing, hips going back and through, aiming at your hips, pressing up through the glutes, tight quads at the top. Other problems I do find is also that chest position. So if you find yourself caving or your back rounding from the side, we want a nice high collarbone position, all right? Finding yourself in this position, again, is going to expose you to injury, lower back, and tends to change your squat dynamics at the bottom. The other fault we find in squatting is that classic body pump squat, whereby people are coming down, 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 and then with no more hip movement, they're changing the height of the bar, ending up really bent over and really exposed through the lower back. To fix that, I want you to thrust knees over your toes and press down through the hip, trying to lower your hips, not just lowering the bar, up strong, glute and quads at the top. Another really big consideration is that spine position. So again, if you're thrusting those hips too far back and trying to keep your collarbones too high, you're going to end up at the bottom of your squat, probably pulling your head back and really cranking up through that mid back, putting yourself again exposed to injury. What we want is from the top, tight through the stomach, high through the collarbone still, but maintaining that all the way through your squat, hips down and through, up and press. The last thing I really want to touch on is that it's not imperative to go all the way down and find that bottom squat position every time. There's a lot of guys that I work with that are not even getting close to 90 degrees when we start, and that is fine. What we want to do is we want to practice having that perfect technique for as much range as we can, and then build our range as things are released, mobilized, and stretched. A really good video that we've also got on YouTube is the lower limb mobility segment, whereby we go through quads, we go through glutes, hamstrings, and calves to allow you to get into that bottom position of the squat, generate power coming out. Next week, make sure you look out for our deadlift video. It's really important. Make sure you protect your back and build really good hammies. See you next week.